Heading back to the yard to add more honey supers, to collect more honey, see how the top bar hives are doing. Got stung just about 15 minutes ago on the finger on this one. The bee was underneath some bee equipment in my workshop and picked up something and accidentally squished her. She didn't sting me on purpose, I just scared her, but boy, felt like I grabbed a hold of the tack. But anyway, here we are at the bee yard, and see what we got in the line of honey today. Some of the stuff I don't show too often. I have to pine needles in here and some bark in the back of my truck from carrying wood and what have you. Gotta get the smoker ready. Calm those girls down a little bit. Well, it is towards the later part of the afternoon, and the bees are really active right now. This is not the best time to be getting in the hives, but because the days are longer in the summer, it's not too bad. But when the day's going on, they have more foragers out, so there's less bees in the hive to contend with. So you can see they're coming and going. Really heavy. Doing some washboarding there. You can see them going back and forth. It's kind of a strange behavior that they don't quite understand yet, the scientists being them. All the hives are looking really healthy, very active. More of the washboarding, back and forth, like they're scrubbing. Kind of an interesting phenomenon. And here is the oak tree that fell down where we vacuumed the bees out, rescued them, and you can see the rubber bands where they start to pull those out, where I banded in their comb. And few more hives back here, and finally top bar hives, which we need to check the progress of the natural combs inside, and they're also doing some washboarding. Okay, about ready to look in one of my best hives. It's one of the taller ones that has about 5 honey supers on it. Anyway, I'm going to show you what it looks like when I first open up the lid. The area that you're going to see is a vent area, and then below that is where they're putting the honey. They're very busy. Okay, and this is underneath the inner cover. You can see all that orange stuff is propolis. We can talk a lot about propolis, but for the meantime, I'll just show you what's going on inside here. Down in there, they are capping off honey, drawing out comb, and supplying themselves with what it would be, what we call it as superfluous honey or surplus honey. We call these honey supers. Getting tongue-tied. Anyway, this is the top of my most productive honey hive. You can see I have to use a ladder to get up here. This is in the inside of my blue top bar hive, probably the strongest of the two. I just checked the yellow. and they're currently putting honey away in surplus. So this is called a follower board. It kind of marks the end of the hive in here. I can add more of these top bars just to show you. What they're doing there is called festooning, and festooning is when they link together and they build their comb, and this way they can build it straight and level. I've helped them out by making the hive level, and they link together like that and start making comb, drawing it out. That's what they're doing right now on a shim that I put in there that I coated with beeswax. And eventually they'll fill that up with honey, and I'll take it out, eat the honeycomb, or either crush the comb and strain out the honey and pour it into jars for you people to eat. I'm going to start breaking this apart and see how far they're coming along with the honey. Well, my iPhone told me it's too hot to use the flash, so you're just going to have to be satisfied with what you can see right now. Okay, that's the end of today's inspection. I have all 24 of my honey supers on. So hoping that they will fill them all up so that you guys can have plenty of honey, and myself included. 24 supers produce quite a bit of honey. Each super, which is one of those smaller boxes on top, can yield around 30 to 32 pounds per box, and there's 24 boxes. These are not counting a few more I have in an orchard on Southport Road, and the catalpa cutout that I'm doing right now that has a honey super on as well. So that would make about 27, 28 that I have on total. Hope you enjoyed the visit to the bee yard.